A divine decree to take back authority over your sacred and sacral energies by Solara. Please know that all viewpoints expressed are those of the author with no attachment to a group, guru, institution, or religion. Please only enter into this type of decree work if you are ready for the timeline jumping that such assertions will open you to. The farther you have to jump, the more towers you may have to face, and the faster they will roll in. Do not enter into decree work of this type lightly if you're not truly serious about making the internal and external adjustments necessary for your own liberation and success. Please do not share my work publicly or commercially without asking and giving me credit. It is fine, of course, to share personally with those you know, and fine for small group settings, but please refrain from republishing this in overtly public spaces and venues without my expressed consent and recognition. Thank you. A divine decree to take back authority over your sacred and sacral energies. Introductory note. There is a lot of work being released right now around religious vows, oaths, and sacraments that have covertly given institutions and their entities access to our sacred energies in order to imprison our light bodies. I channeled this decree for those who are looking for a way to shut down and close off these energies in a more finite way. Feel free to use this decree to free your sacral energy for your own use or as inspiration for your own personal decree. Know that many of us have been placed in contract with these entities by virtue of church attendance, religious rites like baby baptism, and simply through aligning with systems and public gatherings whereby our emotional energy has been raised in order to connect with our fields. This decree is also for those who never made official oaths to religious service in past lives. We all have been made pledged by way of the systems and institutions that upheld the matrix in this and most likely every lifetime. Understand and overstand that the words you speak in power over self are activations and deactivations. There is power in using your throat chakra in order to align with your divine truth. As such, when this decree is spoken with power and true intention, it will shift these energies because you are commanding for it to be so. There is power in the words because of intent, but the true magic activating this power is in you. Please make sure to hydrate and ground after speaking this. Grounding in water will be especially powerful if possible. You can achieve this by way of a salt bath. Speak this decree every day until you feel a marked shift. This decree is a sacred gift of love that I channel and present to you with the highest hope that you will recover all that has been stolen from you energetically by way of sacral theft. Utilize its power, which is activated by your voice and power, to build your divine legacy on the earth as it has already been written in the heavens. Ashe. A divine decree to take back authority over your sacred and sacral energies. I invite my most benevolent guides and helpers from across realms, dimensions, and realities to bear witness to this decree. Only beings resonating in unconditional love towards me, my loved ones, my divine path and interest are welcomed. Any other beings or energies seeking to harm me, spy, or bring imbalance or steal are hereby banished out of my presence and returned to their rightful place of origin whereby universal balance is achieved. I do not consent to any energies in my fields on assignments to kill, steal, or destroy. By the power of my own voice and the words coming forth from my vessel, I take full authority over my own energy field, from as far out as I stretch etherically down to the individual molecules that make me up physically. I command my own energy and divine destiny, no body, no one, no thing, and no one else. By the power of my words, conviction of my heart, and truest intentions of my soul, I break any and every vow or oath that still binds me or has ever bonded me to any religion, religious institution, members of said religion, traditions of said religion, and the entities that uphold and upheld these orders. I take back any and all of my power I gave away or was taken away by way of these agreements, contracts, oaths, and vows. I break the power that any and every sacrament, rite, milestone, or ritual has ever held over me. I revoke any consent ever given to access me or my energy through both my conscious and unconscious participation. I evict any accompanying spirits or beings that have resided in my energy due to my or any other being's participation in any of these services or rites. My sacred energy and sacral center belongs to me and me alone. I am the sole proprietor of my sacral energy and divine life force, and I call it back from every sacrament, sacrifice, ritual, religious community, religious building, religious land, religious artifact, religious leader, communal space, public gathering, spiritual institution, and all the entities feeding off of me and supporting the growth and expansion of those listed. I call my sacred energy back to me from the farthest corners of existence and non-existence across timelines and reincarnations. I call back my sacred energy from the towers it has built and sustained astrally, out of the sound waves of the air, out of the waters of collective influence, and out of the earth and every structure sustained by it without my conscious consent. I call upon the fullness of the waters of my sacral center to drown every and any trespasser that has attached itself to my energy for its own survival, abundance, and expansion. I shut down any further access to my sacred wells from any and all who would seek to take from me without my conscious consent. I am closed to all merchants on my seas. My seas belong to me. I call forth my highest protectors and those I have employed as guardians of my sacred energy to please arise and evict those who have enforced false guardianship over my sacred waters. My creativity, sexuality, wealth, pleasure, abundance, magic, ports, portals, emotional energy, and beauty are mine and mine alone to birth and birth. Anyway, I have been bound to other souls across time and incarnations by way of vows, oaths, sacraments, and the barter and trade of my sacred energy is now broken by my command. I offer myself up no more in ritual sacrifice for another or as a battery for any. Furthermore, I call karmic justice on all those who have used and stolen my sacred energy to build their false empires here on earth. I place them before the highest arbiters of universal justice and report them for their crimes against myself and humanity. As a divine being walking in alignment with my North Node and destiny, I know that what I bind and loose on earth is also done in the heavens. My words go out and accomplish exactly what I intend them to do. Therefore, by the power vested in me by Source, God, the Divine Father and Mother, I declare myself to be free from all that has ever sought and will ever seek to command, control, steal, or sell my sacred energy, life force,